Hello, kids! Welcome to our English class. Again, this is Teacher Jaire, an English teacher from the Honor Tutorial Center. So now, are you ready to learn English? I know you are ready. So now grab your notebook and let's start learning with me. So for today, we're going to discuss about the parts of speech. Specifically, we are going to focus about noun. So I want you to look around you. So everything that you can see there, we call it noun. So what is the meaning of noun? Noun is a part of speech that names a person, a place, a thing, an idea, and so on. So in short, when you say noun, it is a naming word. So there are different types of noun. We have here the common, the proper, concrete and abstract noun, the countable and uncountable nouns, and lastly, the collective and the compound nouns. So let's study each of them. So the first one, we have here the common nouns. So when we say common nouns, so from the word itself common, so these are the nouns that are not capitalized unless they begin sentences. They begin as sentences, they name general classes or categories of person, places or things, concepts, actions, and qualities. So in short, when we say common nouns, you need to remember two things. Number one, it doesn't start with a capital letter. And the second one, it doesn't have a specific name. So it's just named the general classes or categories of person, place, things, and so on. For example, writer. So writer is a noun. It is not written in capital letter and it is not specific because there is no specific name for that writer. Who is that writer? So there is no specific name. City, organization, award, and so on. So of course, if there is common noun, so there is what we call the proper noun. So in contradict of the common noun, when we say proper noun, so these are the nouns that are capitalized because they name a specific name of people, places, things, and so on. For example, H.G. Wells, Boston, United Nations, Nobel Prize, and so on. So everything that starts with capital letter and has a specific name, we call it proper noun. Do you understand? Okay, very good. So let's have a quick review when we say common noun. Again, remember, not capitalized and it doesn't have specific name. When we say proper noun, it is capitalized and have a specific name. Next, let's move on to the concrete nouns. When we say concrete nouns from the word itself, so these are the nouns used to identify things that can be discerned by our five senses. Something that we see, something that we can hear, we can smell, we can taste, we can touch, and so on. For example, paper. Can you touch the paper? Can it be discerned by your five senses? Yes. Okay, keyboard, glue, nail, grease, and so on. So if we have the concrete noun, which can be discerned by our five senses, there is another noun that cannot be discerned by the five senses, which is what we call the abstract nouns. So when we say abstract noun, these are the common nouns that names ideas, qualities, or concepts that cannot be discerned by five senses. So the first one we have here, the loyalty. Of course, you cannot touch it. You cannot smell the loyalty. So loyalty is a quality. So this is an abstract noun. The pride, the valor, the peace, devotion, and so on. Okay? So again, what is the meaning of the concrete and abstract noun? Again, when we say concrete noun, something that can be discerned by our five senses, and when we say abstract noun, cannot be discerned by our five senses. Next, let's move on to the countable and uncountable nouns. So let's have first the countable. From the word itself, countable, these are the nouns that you can count. It is also known as count noun. So anything that you can count. So the table, the apple, the rabbit, your ears, and so on. So again, in contradict to that, we also have the nouns that cannot be counted. So these are the nouns wherein you cannot count just manually. Okay, so it is also known as mass noun. For example, the rice. Can you count how many pieces of rice there? No. The sugar, the water, the drops of water, you cannot count that, right? The knowledge also, and so on. So again, just a quick review. When we say countable nouns, of course, nouns that you can count, and uncountable nouns, also known as mass noun, something that you cannot count. Next, let's move on to that. Collective nouns. So when we say collective nouns, from the word itself, collect. So these are the nouns that function as singular noun, but referring to a group of people or things. What are the examples? The crowd. So crowd is a singular noun, okay? But then when we're going to analyze it, it refers to the group of people. Flux, committee, the team, the group. So all of those are examples of collective nouns. Next we have here the last type of noun, compound noun. So when we say compound noun, so these are the nouns that combine two or more words into one. So it can appear as a single word. It could also be multiple words used separately or words connected by hyphens. For examples, dry cleaning, Jack and the Box, toothpaste, output, ice cream, and so on. So again, when we say collective noun, it counts as a singular noun, but it refers to the group of people or things. When we say compound noun, it is a combination of two or more words, and it can also appear as single, multiple words used separately, or through the use of hyphens. Is it clear? Do you now understand the different types of noun? Okay, very good. So again, always remember that when we say noun, so these are the naming words. So we have here the common nouns and the proper noun. Common is not a specific, and proper nouns are specific names. When we say concrete nouns, it means it is something that can be discerned by our senses. Abstract cannot. We say countable nouns, something that we can count, and uncountable nouns, something that we cannot count. Next, collective nouns refers to the group of people or things, and compound nouns refers to the combination of words that form another word. Is it clear? Okay, so if everything's clear to you, let's try to answer this short activity. So we have here locate the nouns. So I'm going to show you sentences, and then after that, you're going to identify the noun, and then later on, let's also determine its type. Let's start. Number 1. Owls nested in the barn. Can you identify where are the nouns here? Okay, very good. This one we have the owls. And the second noun we have the barn. Okay, so what type of noun is owls? What do you think? Let's start first. Is it a common or a proper noun? Okay, very good. It is a common noun. How about, is it concrete or abstract noun? Okay, it is concrete because you can touch it, right? How about, is it countable or uncountable nouns? Very good, countable. How about the barn? Okay, same goes with owl. So this is also a common noun, a concrete noun, and also a countable noun. Next, number 2. Grant adopted a puppy. So let's identify where are the nouns in this sentence. Okay, very good. We have here the first one, Grant and puppy. So let's start first with the Grant. What type of noun is Grant? Is it a common or a proper noun? Very good. It is a proper noun because it has a specific name. How about, is it concrete or abstract? Okay, concrete noun. How about countable or uncountable? Countable. Very good. How about the puppy? So just like the owls and the barn, so this is common noun, concrete noun, and also a countable noun. Very good. Next, number 3. Success is what the team wants. So let's identify the nouns in the sentence. The first one, we have the success. Good job. How about the second one? The team. Okay, what kind of noun is success? Is it a common or a proper noun? Okay, it is a common noun. How about is it a concrete or an abstract noun? Very good. This is an abstract noun because it cannot be discerned by our senses. How about is it countable or uncountable noun? Of course, it is uncountable nouns because you cannot count it, right? So you cannot count it manually. So it's like you cannot measure it with just yourself. So it is uncountable noun. So how about the second noun? We have here the team. Is it common or proper noun? Very good. This is a common noun. How about is it a collective or compound noun? Very good. Collective noun. How about is it concrete or abstract? Concrete. And is it countable or uncountable? Countable. Very good. Next, you have your number 4. The milk from the refrigerator is fresh. So let's identify the nouns. We have here, okay, milk. And the second one is a refrigerator. So how about the milk? What kind type of noun is the milk? Is it common or proper? Okay, it is a common noun. How about is it countable or uncountable? Very good. Uncountable nouns. How about is it concrete or abstract? Of course, it is concrete noun. Next, we have here the refrigerator. Okay, so what kind of noun or what type of noun is that? Is it common or proper? Common noun. Is it abstract or concrete? Can you touch the refrigerator? Of course, definitely that is a concrete noun. Is it countable or uncountable? Okay, it is countable noun. Very good. Last sentence. Karen bought a new toothbrush. So let's identify the nouns here. First one we have Karen. Very good. And Karen is what? Is it proper or common noun? Proper noun. Very good because it has a specific name of a person. It starts with a capital letter. So is it concrete or abstract? Concrete. Is it countable or uncountable? Countable nouns. So next we have here the toothbrush. So toothbrush is what? Is it a common or a proper noun? Common noun. Very good. Is it concrete or abstract? Concrete, of course, because you can touch it, right? How about is it collective or a compound noun? Yes, very good. This is a compound noun because this is combination of two words, the tooth and brush. How about is it countable or uncountable? Of course, it is countable nouns. Good job! All of your answers are correct. And that ends our discussion for today, which is about noun and the different types of noun. So that ends our discussion. I hope that you learned something about our topic. Again, this is Teacher Jaire of the Honors Tutorial Center. Goodbye and see you on our next video.